Hello everyone, welcome to the Azure AI Influencer Day. This is Lakshit Pan from Microsoft. Please bear with me because I'm hosting a session here at Microsoft Bangalore office, so I won't be able to open my camera. My camera is working here, but I really would like to invite you all to Azure, this virtual influencer day. Well, we'll be speaking about Azure. We'll be having sessions around AI. We'll be having sessions around influencer program. Just to kick off the session, first we have Megha Pandey here with us, our Gold Learn Student Ambassador. We have different programs here in India, influencer communities running in India standalone. So one of the influencer program is Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program, and inside it, the top tier one is the Gold Ambassador program, and Megha has been recognized with the gold one. It's really kudos to have her in this journey, and would like to have Megha to speak more about the influencer program, the opportunities that we have here in India for you all, in which you can participate and explore a possibility of working with the Microsoft communities. I would not waste much of your time. I would quickly pass on the stage to Megha. Megha, over to you. Thank you. Hello, Megha, are you there?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are perfectly audible.
Okay, let me just present.
Yeah. So I guess there is she's just preparing up. So until she's doing, I'll quickly speak about the influencer program and what could be the key takeaways from today's session. We are driving a couple of initiatives similar to this Joria Influencer series where you can be a part of it and you can organize local events at your college. Not only events, but you can spread the knowledge in terms of blogs, in terms of videos, in terms of short form content. It could be anything. It totally depends on the mode is not defined, right? We are not the right person to, we are not the one to who can define the mode, but we really want you to explore more possibilities about how you can share your content, how you can share your journeys and learnings with the community. So this is more about it. And to be very fair, we are very open to new learnings. We are also open to, if you believe that there can be anything, any new format that you can always plan, feel free to share with us. We'd be very happy to
uh, shall I present?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, make us go ahead, please.
All
Yeah,
right.
you can just share. Yeah, yeah, it's here.
Okay. So, since it's the Azure AI Influencers Day, and we have a bunch of things that we really want to share with all of you, is the first thing is about the influencers opportunities at Microsoft. So we have a lot of people who are working widely all across the globe actively as a student ambassador, as an MVP, or as a regional director. So we are a bunch of people who not only organize, programs or do events, but we also learn about things that we really want to work on, like personally I am into emerging technology, so I got a chance to work on emerging technology with the help of Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program, because it has ample of resources that a person could be able to grab and learn by themselves, as well as they can share it. Like you get access to Microsoft blogs if you are into some of the things that is rarely heard. So they give you a chance to share about it through a vlog or a video. A little bit about me. My name is Megha Pandey. I really love to explore technologies. Well, basically, they are the trickiest one, because the normal one people can understand easily, but the one we have something outstanding out of the box. So I really like to work on those technologies. One such is the QML algorithms, and I work on remote sensing as well. um, I am currently a system engineer, like recently transformed to a network engineer at Wipro, and I love Windows features. I was once a Windows Insider MVP back in 2023, but then the program has been, you know, declined. So after this, we don't have any kind of Windows Insider MVPs from now on. I'm also a women tech maker, Google Women Tech Maker, and a Learn Student Ambassador. I usually research on QML algorithms, and my latest research is on HHL algorithms. So if you are interested into quantum computing, you can go ahead and you can see my blogs. So thank you. And let's learn a little bit more about how the influencers program goes ahead. So we have this reactor in India. We have only in one region, which is in Bangalore. So, but eventually we have many remote sessions and programs going on. So if you are interested and if you want to be one of the part of it, you can go ahead. Absolutely, you can connect with the people, and you can know how you can be one of the people who can join and who can be a speaker over at there. So you get a chance to connect with the expertise over there. You get to attend the workshops, the community events, or the live streams, and sometimes even the in-person events, which are very very exciting, as you see. So if you are in Bangalore, to catch up the reactor events, or if you are in any other state, you can go ahead with a virtual one, which is very interesting. So we have this program called the Microsoft Launch Student Ambassador MVP. So this is a program which lets you learn along with your peer. So you have your own background in a particular league. Plus, you can help other students who are your peers to influence and to educate them with latest technologies that you really like, or maybe something that you really love and you would really want to share. So you can over there you can learn, lead, share, and build your own circle. Like I got a bunch of friends over there who are from different backgrounds, who are from different domains, but they still have one thing. We still have something, one thing common in us, is that we do really like contributing to the community, and that's why we are together. So the like-minded people over there you can get, because there are a bunch of people from different backgrounds of interest, and still you get a platform to connect with them. So there are like multiple roles over here. You can be a community organizer. Like you can get multiple examples. You might have seen on LinkedIn that we are planning the Azure AI influencers event. So this is one of them. Since it's a virtual one, we had offline one too in many of the cities of India. So you can be a community organizer, you can be a content creator, you can write your blogs, videos, or you can, publish your books as well. If you are into literature a little bit more, you can be a influencer, you can be a social media influencer, you can share videos regarding to the resources that Microsoft shares, or you can be a public speaker, a mentor, or you can be a helper as well. And especially Microsoft has an open source support. So if you are into open source programs or open source you are actively a open source contributor, you can develop projects. We have monthly league calls on build a project. So it's like we have bunch of students who are interested into building a project. We get a mentor, either it's a Microsoft employee, or a cloud advocate, something related to it, and they will guide you all throughout the process of creating your own project, and you can publish it, and sometimes you even get some kinds of funds from Microsoft as well regarding this. So this is a very interesting program as well. And the mentorship, we have a peer mentorship program where you get a mentor and a mentee. Yeah, if you're a gold ambassador, you can become a mentee, sorry, mentor. And if you are a beta or a new ambassador, you can become a mentee, and together you have to organize events, or you can learn, you can share anything that you really like to share about. This is how it goes on. And once you have completed everything, you get a chance to become a Microsoft valuable professional, most valuable professional, like the MVPs. You get this nomination once you become a gold, and you can get it. You can ask for it from any of the CPMs, or you can become one of them if they directly nominate you. So, which is a very interesting thing. But you have to be expert an expert in due to the technology that you are working on. So after that, we have this regional directors. Well, regional directors are the expert people who have contributed to the community for around decade, and they are the real experts of the technology. So these people, these regional directors have like committed to the community for more than a decade, and they are directly selected by the other regional directors, or sometimes they are current like the regional director program, they have their own community and they choose one of them every year. So this is something like that. So we have, if you are a student entrepreneur and if you want to like start your own building, so you can have it with us. The Microsoft influencers opportunity gives you a site known as Founders Hub, where you can discover about it. You can learn from Microsoft Learn. You can attend events from Microsoft Reactor. You can have that Azure $150 every year, every month. Sorry, and you get the dev tools like DevOps, Azure DevOps, and sometimes you also get Azure AI builders. So these kinds of resources or technologies will help you all to build your own kind of application, or maybe the startup that you're working on, or you have planned. So after this, you get an opportunity to be a Microsoft ambassador, or you can become a junior mentor, or maybe sometimes you can be a part of the Imagine Cup, directly or indirectly. You can organize your own community, and you can work on it, and you can publish a project which can be a part of the Imagine Cup. I think you must have heard about Imagine Cup every year, Microsoft's biggest program, a competition kind of thing, where you have to use Azure resources, and we have multiple themes. This year it was AI, I think, and for the upcoming year, I am not sure about it, but it will be AI, related to AI technologies. So you can use one of these technologies and you can be a part of it. There are multiple students who have won this Imagine Cup. One such as Piyush Shah. You can search about him on LinkedIn as well. So he is one of the Imagine Cup winners in back in 2016, I guess. I'm not sure about it. So he's one of them, and you can take mentorship from them as well. You can know how they have worked on the project and how you should be able to work with them. So this kind of access you get with the student ambassador program opportunity. You get this with student ambassadors because we have the like idea of reaching out to the people, having a discussion with them, and all these kinds of things. The other thing is that what all are the resources that we get like Azure credits for free, we get GitHub Microsoft 365 for developers, we get productivity tools, we also get Open AI, Bubble, and LinkedIn. Sometimes like LinkedIn Learning, or sometimes we get LinkedIn premium. Sometimes we get a lot of things like OpenAI. I'm not sure about what we do really have related to OpenAI, but this is something related to it. And we also get a chance to, you know, have a discussion with the technical expertise. These are the business leaders. They are basically the Microsoft, employees, or the cloud advocates, or maybe the experts of my who are in the Microsoft office. You get a chance to meet them and to get mentorship from them. Uh, so here are the benefits of the student ambassadors program. We get access to Microsoft 365. We get Azure credits. We get, an engagement with the MVPs. We get incentives, and sometimes we also get the swags, which is like the beta and the gold swag. So but don't get um, interested into the swags. You have to actually have an interest into the technology. If you are working in it, you can go ahead. Obviously you will lead other people, and you will also get something that you really need. And how you can register. So we have this link over here. I think Lakshit, would you mind sharing it on the chat so other people can check it once they are free? And you have to go ahead over there. If you want nominations, you can definitely reach out to any of the gold ambassadors if you want, like, or to the beat ambassadors. They have the right to nominate you. But again, you should have a great portfolio as a whole. If you belong to the STEM community, like science, engineering, technology, you are one of the people who can contribute widely. Okay, so these programs, we onboard people quarterly. So once in a year, we get a bunch of gold ambassadors from that quarterly programs. So I would go ahead with other things. Okay, so here is the link. If you are interested, you can go ahead and you can join this over here. That's all. I think I have completed. Hello.
Perfect. Thank you, Mika, for sharing your knowledge, right? And really appreciate your efforts regarding the community program and whatever you do for the community. Now, I would likely to invite Srishti ma'am over the stage to speak more about share his insights, to share. Yeah, I would
Hi,
like to
Lakshit.
invite Srishti ma'am over. Yeah, okay, ma'am is there. Okay, perfect. I would like to Srishti ma'am to invite to speak more about the business applications, AI, etc. Now, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me fine?
Yes, yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Awesome. Thank you, Lakshit. And I
Hello, ma'am. You just got muted. Yeah.
hello.
Hello. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I think yeah. Somehow my mic got muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lakshit, for organizing this on a Saturday. And I'm sure people would gain a lot of insights in terms of generative AI, co-pilot, and all the buzzwords which we keep on hearing every day around AI. So something new which, I'm not sure whether people have already tried or not. Let me quickly share my screen and we'll start. Let me know once you guys can see it.
It's visible, ma'am. It's visible.
Okay, awesome. So today's topic is, one of my favorites for the past 1 year now, and I have been using Microsoft Copilot uh, even for the smallest of the tasks, and even to brainstorm, to generate images, to draft content. And I thought maybe what could be the better topic than to just get started your Copilot journey with Microsoft Copilot. And when I say Microsoft Copilot, it is available in different licensing versions. One is for free, one is holding some license cost. So we'll take a look at it in depth. But today's session is purely focused on the Microsoft Copilot, which you can access it for free either on Binge or on your desktop or on your mobile phone, so that you as an individual can understand and can try out what exactly AI assistants are, what you can do with Copilot as of now with the free version. And if you really want to take this ahead into your professional journey, be it in your organization or in your own startup or business, then how you can adopt Microsoft Copilot and where all you can find this Copilot instances across Microsoft ecosystem. A short introduction about myself. I am Shrushti Shah and I work as a technical consultant at Rapid Circle. And I am a Microsoft MVP awarded in two categories, which is business applications and Microsoft 365. That's it. And before I move ahead with the session, which is purely going to be, hands-on, you will see Copilot live, how we draft content. But I have very limited slides, and those are, I think, needed for us, everyone, to get the baseline about Copilot. So before we start, I would really appreciate if you can just watch this video. And Lakshit, please let me know if you can hear the sound. I'm not sure. I think I might have to share my screen again. Let me just quickly stop sharing. Okay, I am sharing again. Can you hear the sound, Lakshit, if you're around? Okay, so I'm sure this video would have inspired you. And if you have not yet seen, I will quickly summarize what this video was intending to say. Okay, let me let me move to the next slide. Okay. That video was intending to say what exactly Microsoft Copilot helps you as an individual to do. So maybe you are working in any XYZ role. Either it can be tech, non-tech, design, HR, recruitment, marketing. If you are the business owner, startup CEO, etc., you can be any individual. Even for that sake, you don't have to be technically sound. Maybe you are just working on some music or you are passionate about some art related work. How Copilot can help you as an assistant there. So that video intended to highlight that feature wherein you go to the Copilot assistant, you ask Copilot, hey, I am facing this problem with some of the code. Can you help me generate the code in JavaScript, TypeScript, .NET, and Copilot will give you some AI generated response. If you are non-tech and if you are working on creating some posters, some flyers, maybe either it can be for your housewarming party or maybe your children's graduation, anything. And if you want the help of Copilot to come up with a beautiful artistic flyer or poster, you just drop in the prompt and prompts acts as your real time, token which Copilot takes and it will give you the AI generated response. The response might not be satisfactory. Maybe you need to provide more context to it. We'll see what prompts actually are and how you can provide those detailed prompts so that you get the exact result which you are looking for. That is what Copilot helps you to do. So as mentioned on the screen, Copilot is nothing but an AI assistant. So now many people have the tendency to or a fear that hey, Copilot is going to replace our job. Uh, Whether Copilot is really that capable or not. So keep in mind that Copilot is not the pilot. That is why it is named as Copilot. And in real life scenario, right, when you travel through airways, etc., you would have heard that there is a pilot and there is a co-pilot. Pilot is the commander or commanding person. He holds the authorization, while co-pilot is just an assistant who is assisting the main pilot. Here in the scenario where we all are in, we are the drivers, we are the pilot, and co-pilot is nothing but an assistant which will help you in either boosting your creativity or enhancing your productivity, or you can work more smarter with the different prompts or different AI models like generating images, code assistant, etc. So this is a smarter way to go ahead. But whenever you type in a prompt, the suggestions or the response that is provided by Copilot, it is definitely and 100% up to you whether you want to keep that exact response which Copilot had returned, or if not, you can skip and provide or create your own as well, right? Still, till date, I think till last year, whenever you have to write a blog, consider an example. What we used to do, we used to take some help or examples from the documentation, then we used to frame it on our own. The blog should be used to be the personal entity which each and every individual creates by their own. Now with the help of Copilot, let's say I want to generate a blog and I want to write it, and I give Copilot the prompt, Copilot would definitely give me some response, and that those response can take some or the other pieces from the existing blogs, etc. What you can do is you can take that as an inspiration and then draft it in your own. It's not like that, hey, Copilot has given me this content, I should just take as is and put it as my blog. No, right? Because that is an AI generated. Where does your inputs lie? You have to tweak those changes, make those changes in the generated response, and then you make it your own. That is what Copilot helps you to do. So when people, if people are worried that hey, Copilot is going to take away our job, or are we supposed to fear about what is going on around AI? So my straightforward response will be no. Try to work with Copilot, make Copilot as your assistant, give the proper prompts, and take help of Copilot to enhance your productivity, also creativity as well, and then use it for your own benefits, right? That is what Copilot helps you to do. It is an assistant and not a commanding authorized tool or person. Now, how you as an individual can get benefited from Copilot, that is what I've listed here. There are few things when you work with Copilot. We'll see it in action, but just we'll cover it in few slides. First thing is you can get answers. So let's say I am into my Edge or Binge, or I am using copilot.microsoft.com. As right away you can go and type in copilot.microsoft.com. You will get the interface of Copilot, and you can associate it with your organization account or with your personal account. Now this is for free. Okay, whatever I'm talking about is the Copilot free version. So this will not hold any of your work related information. When you go to the Copilot, you just search for something. Let's take an example. I want to search some information, and that information can be how can I improve, or how can I experience Copilot in Microsoft if I want to try it myself. You just type in such prompt, and Copilot will respond you back with some steps that if you want to kickstart your Copilot journey at an individual level, you should download the application, you go to this URL, you type in the prompt, and you can perform these things. You can generate image, you can generate content. So that experience Copilot will provide you back. So that is what get your answers faster. Now this is limited, like just now what I said is one example. Maybe I am looking for, let's say I'm not very good at using Excel, okay? And I am typing in Copilot that hey, I'm not very good at Excel. Can you help me in tutoring with some basic or go-to formulas which an individual can use in Excel so that he or she can improvise the productivity. And Copilot will list down all the formulas. Now, let's say you don't want to see formulas. You want to see that this is my table. This give me an example along with it. You type that in the prompt. You give more context, and Copilot will give you more g- great response which you require, right? So these is what Copilot can help you with, like getting your answers faster. Even if you're stuck with some issue, let's say I'm facing some problem in connecting two integrations, like maybe SAP to Power Platform or Salesforce to Power Platform, and I'm typing in Copilot, I'm not able to connect and I'm getting this error. Copilot will get you the information, and right now, whatever information you're getting, those information will not be from your work, which is your work account. It will purely be based on whatever is available on internet or web. Another thing is pair with your favorite applications. Now, Copilot individual version is available in two different licenses. One is free, one is licensed version, which is called as Copilot Pro. Now, let's say you are an individual and you are are using the productivity tools like Word, PowerPoint, Excel. Now you want Copilot experience in your productivity tools as well, like PowerPoint, Outlook, Word, all those. How can you do that? You purchase the add-on license for your individual self, and then you can plug. You will find the Copilot version across productivity tools like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and you can generate PowerPoint through Copilot. You can go to the Excel, you can generate visualization, you can get the information, you can filter, sort, a lot of things in each of the productivity tools. That is what it is mentioning. Pair it with your favorite applications, but for that you need a license. Another important thing is, apart from content generation like blog or marketing content, you can also generate designs or create images, and that uses the DALI model, which is available, which is paired with OpenAI and Microsoft together. Now, what DALI does is it helps you to generate images, and images can be of a lot of different types. It is not just those images wherein you're generating posters. No, you can generate artistic images, you can generate flyers, posters, you can do a lot of things with images, and Copilot helps you to achieve that as well. Now let's quickly take a look at it. I am into my Copilot experience. As you see, this is my copilot.microsoft.com. And again, just if I want to type in fresh, I am into Copilot. And here you see two tabs. Because I have a license, that is why you are able to see work and web both versions. Now, assume I wouldn't have the license. Maybe I would go to some other entity and I don't have a license for that. I would just be able to see this experience, and this toggle which you are able to see here between work and web, you will not be able to see it because you don't have the associated license. Now, when you don't have license, this is your experience. I have toggled it on to web so that we all can access the free version and we can talk about it in detail. What you can see here is, here I can see the few sample prompts which you can utilize. These are the few prompts which Microsoft gives you out of the box. If you don't know how to get started, you can consume any of these and take inspiration and start building your own prompt. Okay, let's say take any of the example, design a sign for my classic truck, and just hit enter. If you are very new to Copilot experience, just take any of the sample prompt which was provided and try it yourself and see what Copilot helps you to do. It is what you gave is design a sign for my classic truck repair garage, right? Now this is going to generate a image definitely because we are designing a sign or symbol for the hoarding, and Copilot is saying, hey, you can do that. What next it did is it generated few images. Now, when you see these images, and you will see at the bottom, it was generated by Designer, which is powered by DALI 3 model. Now, these images may be relevant to you and maybe not. Let's say this is not the intention, you want to generate something else. This is not the correct response. You tweak, you add more context to your prompt. What do you want to do? You click on edit, it will come right to your prompt box, chat box experience, and here you can provide more context, whatever you want to add. What extra additional you can see here is you can download. If I click on export, it will ask you that, hey, which format do you want to export this to? Word, PDF, or text? And it will also read aloud whatever it was generated, like a sign for a classic truck repair garage. So this is for all the users. It is not just intended to few of the users. It covers all the diverse set of users, so that if someone who is not able to type in, and they can hear and they just can listen to it and they know what was generated. So that experience also is intuitive into the Copilot experience. What next? You see here that there are different languages in which you can type in. So now maybe, let's take an example of typing it in some traditional or regional language. Either it can be, I'll type it in Hindi. and let's see if it is able to recognize or not. I just want to type it. What I typed is I want to create a poster in Hindi. This is the simplest prompt. I haven't given any context what poster, what is the intention for this poster. It is created for tech, non-tech, nothing. It just provided me the information, and you see something strange, right? You are able to see still it is taking the inspiration from truck. So now when I'm driving the conversation, the first prompt was related to the truck, and again when I'm typing in, I want to create a poster. Copilot is taking the context that I am conversing in the post. I'm talking about poster for trucks itself, and it generated the information for me. So you see, a poster for a classic truck repair garage was created. So it did recognize the language. Either you type it in Hindi or Spanish or French or Dutch. You can type it in any language. While here, whatever you see will be in English. If I switch to different language, then all the conversation has will be in those language. Another beautiful part about is you see that there is the data protection layer which is added. Now this is my sign in account. Now if you see that whatever you are typing in, the prompts, the response is generated is protected. So security layer, many a times we have the uh, we are concerned about whatever we are typing in or the prompts. Will this be consumed by Microsoft to train the models? This is the common question which many people do ask, that hey, will Microsoft consume the prompts which I am using? Will it be trained? So no, Microsoft does not take your prompts or responses to train. Microsoft Copilot, which is using the AI GPT 3.5 or 4 model, it is trained on a specific data set, which is a large language model. And whatever you type in terms of prompt, it breaks down into the token, and then it goes to the data set behind the scenes and finds the relevant information for you and generate it on the fly. So it is not taking any of your information, or like it can be anything. The response is the prompt. It doesn't take this information to train and build. Okay, so keep this in mind. And this, whatever you are typing in or having a conversation with Copilot, this is purely secured, and it is going to reside it to your personal, like whatever account you are using. Another beauty about it is, let's see the experience. Now you can experience in different, just like how you have all the applications, light, dark, or default settings. And in the settings, here in the chat box, what more you can do. So let's say sometimes you are not used to writing longer prompt, and I have a file which I want to provide it to Copilot and say that hey, please take this file and generate me some bullet points from this file. What you can do, you can click on attach file and you can attach it directly, give it to Copilot, add your prompt, and Copilot will do wonders for you. Whatever you ask Copilot to do, maybe summarize it or generate it in the bullet format or convert this to tabular format, it will do it for you. Another thing is not just documents, but you can also attach an image to it. Let's say there is some image, maybe it is a receipt or something. You want some information from it. You can attach it, and Copilot will help you with the information. Okay. Another thing, at times we are not very good at writing prompts. Maybe you are not good at language like English, or you want to convert it into a regional language which you speak fluently in, right? So you can use your microphone and just start having conversation. Using this microphone, you can just say, hey Copilot, I want to generate a Power Platform blog which covers AI Builder, Copilot, etc. Something like that. And the prompt will be added in the box. Hit enter, and you will be able to generate the content. So this is what Copilot helps you to do. I'm sure like you are by now you have understood what Copilot experience is, at least Copilot web version. Similar experience you'll be able to find it in mobile. There is another feature which Copilot is providing, Notebook. Now, what was the need for Notebook and how Notebook is different from the traditional box, prompt box, which you are seeing right now? So the traditional prompt box has a limitation. So when you write prompts, those are tokens, right? Whenever you write text in a text box, I'm sure everyone, be it from coding background or low code, no code background, you would have observed that any of the chat or text box has the text limitation. Similarly, in the prompt box, there were the prompt limitation that this much amount of characters or this much token you can enter. Now, what happens is at times you want to generate or you have a brief uh, document or a brief text which you want to work on with. Maybe you're working on a music script or anything or a theatrical script, etc. And you want to put in your ideas here instead of attaching it in the form of file, etc. Notebook provides you that capability wherein you can add more longer prompts. And these more longer prompts can be anything. Now, where this scenario fits into the picture? Probably uh, 2 years back, we had the flexibility of creating a lot of text either in the form of PDF or Word or any of the files, right? And we used to write those amount of text. Either those are editors, those are marketing people, anyone. Those text, if you want, you can add it here with there is no limitation now. Definitely there is, but it is like beyond your normal text limitation. You can add a bigger prompt here, and once you are done adding it, maybe you can ask Copilot that, hey, this is the script, maybe can you help me with where the revisions should take place, or did I miss anything based on the scenario. Let's say that the scenario is I want to create a drama on or a play for on India, which helps to address the patriotism which people have, right? So you have written some script, but now you're not sure that whether this is good or this needs some revision, and whatever you have added is correct or not. So you are asking Copilot to give some suggestions and give more feedback. So how you can do that? Paste all your script here, and ask Copilot. It will help you generate the content. So this is what how Copilot box or prompt box differs from the notebook. Coming back to the slides. Okay. Now you are sure that what Copilot is, how you can access Copilot, and what kind of prompts you can write. You can generate content, generate images, and if you want to pair it with your productivity tools like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, then you can do that. But if you need a pro license, I'm sure many of you might not have experienced Copilot Pro version, but if you want to have a look, I'll just quickly run through at the end. But right now we'll move ahead. How you can enhance your experience. We talked about it already, but I'll quickly cover this through. Act on inspiration. And this Copilot, which you saw right now, is powered by GPT-4. And also you can get the things done anywhere. Okay. Now act on inspiration. When I say act on inspiration, you see there is an example which is given. You can unleash your creativity on the go with the Copilot application. Just like how we saw, we generated the image. So Dali brings you closer to the stunning designs, drafting either it is your family holiday or get together, warm housewarming party or a picnic party, whatever you're throwing, and maybe you want to generate the invites for your closed ones that hey, this should cover all those things. You generate the design and you share it across. GPT-4 helps you to generate content, and you can speak with the microphone and it will generate the content for you. Also, you can get answers just like what we saw. And what more you can do with AI is you can use it across PowerPoint to generate presentation. You can use it in Excel to help you with the responses or with the data which is residing in Excel to generate visualization. Or just like some maybe you don't have the license of Power BI and you and your organization or you are more used to using Excel. Maybe you are in a teaching firm or school and you're meeting the data which is residing in Excel. You want it to generate the reports in Excel that hey, how many students based on the gender of the students, based on the percentage, based on the ranking. You can do a lot of those things in Excel with Copilot, and also Word to generate content, numerous possibilities, either blog or marketing campaign or anything. This is what we already saw, generating the images. And if you're attaching the image, just like what we saw, right? You can attach image and you can also attach files. What Copilot helps you to do is it helps you to give the it will help you to get the information. So just like you see in the second picture, I have attached a picture of a flower and I'm asking Copilot, I don't know what this flower is. Can you help me getting this information back? Now this similar information, maybe you would use it via Google image search as well, but Copilot also helps you to do the same thing. Another thing is you want to write a fab story, maybe script or drama or blog, anything, you can do it with Copilot easily. Before we move to the Copilot experience in different productivity tools and how you can write prompts, I would want you all to see this short video again. Now, if you would have experienced or saw this video, you would have seen a lot of co's, right? I'm not sure whether you observed or not. Co-edit, co-create, co-author, if you would have seen it nicely. What that co was intending to do. Let's quickly have a look at it. I'll go again to my co-pilot experience, and this time I'm going to take a slightly different route. I'm going to my co-pilot, but this time I'm going to turn on, just a second. I don't want to use my this version. Okay, we'll go back to the Copilot and I'm going to switch on the work tab now. Now see the difference between the two. Okay, now this is the work experience and this needs a license for sure. What you can do here is there are some quick catch ups, which you can find. Get calendar info, understand quickly, decode some acronyms, generate the ideas, boost your knowledge, or help me write. I think similar you saw in the video, co-create, co-author, co-edit, right? So what that co was intended to do is maybe, now let me go to the portal.office.com. Now this is my office home, okay? And this is the home which holds all the services or applications, including productivity tools. I'm going to quickly search for the word experience and I'm going to create the blank document. Okay. Now here you are in the blank document version, right? And now you don't see any Copilot toolbox as of now, but it just appeared. If you want to see the Copilot experience, there are two ways in which you can see it in Word. One is draft with Copilot, and one is Copilot panel. So these are the two, and these are two separate entities altogether. Now, draft with Copilot, what exactly it does is, let's say I just will copy some content just for you all to show you the difference. Okay, and I have this content. I'm going to close this. I'm going to paste the content here. Now this is the content. Maybe these are your existing Word documents or any proposals, SOWs, anything, whatever you have in Word. And you don't want to generate anything new, but you want Copilot to help you with some more detailing or more clear, adding some more clear context or elaborating or showing it in a more nicer or concise way. So this is the document, and I've just pasted it random from the web, right? What can I do with Copilot prompts? And it is giving me that I can catch up, create, ask, edit. These are the things which I can do. Now what I can do is I am going to select this information, this much, okay? And I'm going to click on the Copilot icon, and I'm going to write a prompt. Now, when I write a prompt after selecting my content, what we are doing is we are asking Copilot that you want to transform the existing selection. Transform means either you want to update the content, maybe you whatever is selected, you can ask Copilot that hey, please add it only in the crisp and concise manner. Maybe this is too lengthy, too wordy. I don't want this to be like this. Add it in the crisp and concise fashion, and also put it in the put it in the table. Let's add that. Okay. What I did is I've selected the content. I'm asking Copilot that make these content crisp and concise and in the tabular format. Hit generate. Now let's see. So this is the difference in the visualization. So when a person who maybe some you are from some leadership team or you are at a higher position, you don't have time to go through 10 pages, right? You need the content which is readable, which is easy, and which makes you understand in few minutes or few seconds. This is what Copilot helps you to do it. Not just creating the content, but you saw that it created the table and it has just added catch up, create, ask, edit with what catch up helps you to do, what create helps you to do it in a separate column. And also, I did not ask Copilot that, hey, this is the Copilot feature or prompt. It added it on its own. You can see the difference. This was the selection, and this is what it generated. Now, if you feel that, hey, this was not that correct and not up to the mark, maybe you can add some more details. This is your prompt, you add more details. And if you feel this was correct, you keep it, right? Or else, if you feel that this can have been more better and this is not the correct result, but you don't want to change the prompt, you can hit regenerate. Let's hit regenerate and see whether it makes any difference or not. See, it did made some changes, and this time it was more elaborative. Last time when we asked Copilot to generate, it putted catch up, create, edit, ask in one column and the examples in other. Now what it has done is catch up has a lot of questions and examples. Create has similar questions and examples. Ask, edit. This is great, right? Now I think this is helpful not just for the tech but also for the non-tech users. So I'll keep it. As soon as you keep it, you see that the already selected version does not go away. You can remove it from your own. This is the beauty of Copilot. It doesn't do anything without your command. Now, it is my duty to select this, and now I don't want this because this is not correct for me now, and the generated response is more clear and precise. I want to keep this. Now, let's see another feature. I'm going to generate. Okay, this is my Copilot. I'm going to draft with Copilot. What you can do? At times, what happens is you have the content in files, just like what we saw, right? Some existing content. But now you want to generate new content based on some already existing content. Take an example that I have some documentation which is created for Project Mars. Now, Project Sun is also using the Project Mars, but it is supposed to use the same format or same terminologies, but there are like 50% of the things are similar to Project Mars. What I will do is I'll reference the content of Project Mars and I'll describe the prompt that, hey, for Project Sun, please refer to the content from Project Mars and generate me the similar template for which I want to create the proposal SOW. Let's create attach the file, and you will see that there are a few suggestions which Microsoft already gives. And if you don't want to hit on this, what you can do is you can just click on slash and it will give all the files. You can select the browse files from cloud, and I'll come to an important point later, and you can see all the files residing here, right? You can attach it and describe your prompt, and it's done. What more you can do is you can ask Copilot to inspire me. And inspire me is the additional magical layer, you can say, wherein Copilot helps, Copilot does its own magic and it will generate some content for you. See, based on the, this is just draft with Copilot, it is creating the project X, features of project X, etc. Now, what I don't want to keep it, I want to discard it. Okay. What is important here is not all of your files which are residing in your system can be referenced. Only those files which are located in SharePoint or OneDrive, those can be referenced as of now. So when you see the reference your content, it will only be picking up your files which is residing on cloud, and all the local files you will not be able to find it. So keep that in mind. Another important aspect, Copilot panel. Now, what is the use of this Copilot while we already have a draft with Copilot? There are a few documents, just like I mentioned, this is the existing document and this is like quite big. I don't want to read it. I will ask Copilot to summarize this document in less than 5 lines so that I can understand what this document is intending to say, what is the objective of this document, and what are the important things which are displayed or written in the document. So here it has given me the response in less than 5 lines I mentioned, and it has given me a very short paragraph with the summary of what this is intending, the information is intending to. So Copilot panel, what it helps you to do is it helps you to find the information. Let's say this was supposed to be an document which holds different features which your product team is working on. And now you are the project sponsor or you are going to invest in this project and you want to see what are the key highlighting features which your product team has made. You can just type in the Copilot panel and you will find all the important highlighted features right inside the Copilot experience and you can read it as well. This is what Copilot panel helps you to do. Now, this experience is not just limited to Word. This experience is similar across all the productivity tools. And when I say all, it also holds your PowerPoint. I'll quickly open few of the productivity tools so that you can visualize it. In PowerPoint, you can create it from your existing files. Maybe you have a organization branded template and you want Copilot to generate your slides. Maybe you're generating slides for marketing or maybe for the session. I want to generate the slides and I'm saying that hey, I want to generate the Copilot presentation deck for a session, which is give the prompt that hey, this is going to be for the audience, which includes mix of students, developers, pro devs, business owners, all of those, and Copilot will generate it for you. Now let's say you want to generate it into your organization branded template. You can do that. Take the here there is only one Copilot experience, which is in the Copilot panel, but you can see the options. You can create a presentation from file, which is your template, or you can add new slides, new pictures, and if you want to create a presentation from the document, you can do that as well. So these are the options which you can play around with later. And let's go ahead with the important bit, which is Excel. I think many of us works on Excel. There is a lot of data residing in the Excel, and at times we are, not good at writing formulas or making the most of Excel. We just copy it, paste it, add it, and we can do minimal functions here. Those who are not pro Excel people, they can use Copilot and they can ask Copilot, use this as a tutor, okay? Your maybe you will find that Copilot is not helping you to do a lot of things, but you can consider Copilot as a tutor and you can say, I want to, you are seeing this experience, Copilot experience, and I don't have any data. Okay, I want to write a formula about getting the maximum number of students scoring above 60. So hit enter. I don't have any data right now. I'm just using Copilot as a tutor to suggest me a formula which I can use in my table experience. Let's see what Copilot does. Okay, it did, right? What it is doing is it is giving you the information that hey, if you want to write a formula which wherein you want to calculate that what are the maximum number of students, those who have scored above 60, you can do that. And this is how your formula should look like. Maybe count if this is the A column and it can span up to a number of rows and this gives that greater than 60 and you'll be able to make it work. Per se, let's say I would have some data here which is holding all the marks, and I would have used this directly in the formula panel, it would have directly worked, right? But still, Copilot helped me with the formula, just any with also with an example and the formula without any data. Now, let's say I would have added some data here. Based on the data, I would have queried Copilot to generate visualization based on top performing students or lower performing students or students who are mid average and needs more work on maths. Maybe these are the students, those are scoring some marks in individual subjects and I want to see that I who all are the students who are performing best in maths but are not performing good in science. So you could have got those information in the form of charts and graphs as well. Copilot would have generated it for you. So this is the Copilot experience in productivity tools. Now, if you are coming from the business background, so when you buy a Copilot Pro license, you will get these in PowerPoint, Excel, Word. But if you are from the business organization, right, where already you have Copilot license, you will also find Copilot in your Teams experience. So this is the Copilot. And if I go to the Teams, probably I'm sure everyone would be aware what Teams is. So Teams is the communication platform where you can collaborate together with your colleagues or teammates. And if you're from the education background, still Teams is a useful tool for you to unified platform for you to meet and work on it together. So I can see Copilot see similar experience what we were able to see in the portal office. Here you can do a lot of more things. It can take your organization data and it can help you get that information within few seconds. Also, it can help you generate ideas. You can draft some posts. You can do a lot of things. But these are the important things here. Plugins. Whenever you turn the web content on, this will hold or this will get you the information from your organization. Also, it can generate the web AI content from web. Right now, this is off. So whenever I type in anything, whatever information I have, get my emails related to Copilot. Let's hit enter, and it will get all the emails related to the Copilot from my mailbox. And behind the scenes, it is using your graph APIs. It is because it is grounded on graph data. So that is how this, and this is called as Copilot for Microsoft 365. And what we saw was Copilot here, copilot.microsoft.com, with the web version, that is Copilot for Microsoft for an individual user. So these are the differences which you have to keep in mind while using Copilot experiences. And Copilot is not just limited to Microsoft 365 or productivity tools or for individuals. It is spanned across. It is also, you'll also find it in Azure. You can also create your own Copilot in Azure by using Azure AI Studio and OpenAI models. You will also find GitHub Copilot wherein you can write code. It will act as your code assistant, wherein it will help you write code more easily. I'll cover quickly come to that. I think I'm already running on my time, so I'll not take more of your time. But here you can see this is the GitHub Copilot. If you want to go and try it, give it a try. You can try it for free for 30 days and it will help you generate the code. This is called as Copilot Assistant and you can use this for your coding journey ahead. And if you want to try the Copilot free version, which we just talked about, it is available across Google Play and Apple App Store as well. So you can download it into your mobiles and you can start your Copilot journey. And I'm waiting to see how your Copilot journey looks like, how you're able to make the most of Copilot, what content did it help you to generate, and how you are making the most of it. Maybe it is posters, images, or some content, or how you are using the Copilot for. So please go ahead and start using Copilot, and I'm sure your Copilot journey will help you improve your productivity at most. Thank you so much for listening so patiently. I'm sure this is helpful. And if you have any queries, questions, I'm not sure whether Lakshit is still around.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Yeah, hi. So, hello everyone. Thank you. First of all, I would really like to thank Shruti ma'am for conducting this amazing session for each one of us. It was really insightful, and a couple of you are asking for recordings. This YouTube video that is right now streaming through, right? This will be recorded and this will remain there forever in Azure Developer Community channel. So you can always revisit it again if you ever feel like you lost at any step. Right? Feel free to explore it again, right? Second, I have a big announcement. I'm not really feeling, really good to announce this, but anyways, there are some challenges at the moment. Our two speakers are from Mumbai, and it's raining heavily, and they are facing internet issues, and one of the speaker is facing some health issues. So we unfortunately we have to stop it here. We have to pause today's Azure Influencer Day here. But I really encourage you to explore the all the learnings for today. The 16 sessions will always be here. You can always revisit it again. And the most important thing, that is mvp.microsoft.com. This is the influencer community or community leaders program feel free to explore it because this is the your all way around. You will find MLSA program here, you will find MVP program, any working professional out there listening to us. If you really want to be a, if you aspire to be an MVP, you can always explore it. You can reach out to me or any of the respective MVPs there, how to be an MVP, etc., etc. They will help you out for sure. Second, the third is the RD program, right? It's again a very crucial program, but it is for someone having 25, 30 years of experience, having a business as well as technical acumen, right? So I'll say if you are a technical expert, if you really want to share your knowledge with the community, so if you're a working professional, you should go for the MVP program. If you are a student and you really wanted to share your knowledge or learn in public, you should go with the MLSA program. These are the two programs that you can always explore, and really thankful to Shushni ma'am and all the Megha and everyone for their time. And thank you everyone for joining in Code with Amitabh, Antra, Sudhanshu, Shubham, Soumya, everyone who have joined for today's session. I really thankful to your time. I hope you'll enjoy today's session. Yeah, see you next time for with more opportunities. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Have a good day. Thank you, ma'am, for
Thank
joining.
thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye bye. Thank you.